is so we can get text block 246. And we're going to do a set text. And what are we going to set that text to? Well, that depends on you. What I'm going to set it to is a text variable that we are going to call note. It's going to be called note. And we are going to make it editable. And I will show you why in a moment. So, we drag a copy of poster out here. Obviously, it's extremely large because of the way these 3D widget things are. I haven't figured out how to cut that yet. That is something I have been dying to know, because frankly, I don't need more than this. But, we can work with it and deal with it. Need 180. So if we take this, now we have a poster. Simple, easy, doesn't require any decals or anything like that. We can come in here, and this is the cool part. So now if we hit play, go ahead and finalize that. And if we come over here, oh, the text did not display. Shame. Let's get rid of that. Why, oh why? Bye, Jeff. Not a problem, viewer. Glad that helps. Once I figure out why. Oh, because I'm an idiot. That's why. So, you know how we made this widget, or this variable? You kind of got to plug it in. Don't not plug it in and then wonder why it doesn't work like I just did. Please. So now, once I go over there, bloop, come up, and boom, now we have text. And you know who's wanted? This guy. Right here. Blue guy. Whee! Okay. So yeah, and what's really cool about this is not only is this one, it's not just one. You can sit here and drag them out and have each one say different things. So you can customize it for, like, if you wanted, wanted posters like in this one, or looking for adventurer. You know, if you're looking for quest posters, or lost dog. So now, when we hit play, finalize, come over here, this one says that, and we come over here, boom. And literally the only thing we had to change was what this said. So that is a pretty useful little trick. Again, I don't know how to get rid of this line, but I'll figure it out eventually, and I will let you know once I figure that out. That is kind of, I don't know, found this out today, and I figured I would share with you guys because I think that is extremely helpful information. I know that I'll be using this a lot. Also, if you ended up needing notes or something like that, these work just as well as notes. So now we can, place it here, come way over here, and boom, you've got a note. And it actually does still have the text on it. You could do something like press E and pick it up and then have it display on screen and have it display the text from this, or whatever you want. Or if you just wanted sheets of paper that are lying around, look, you've got a freaking widget which takes almost nothing at all. It just lays there. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Oh look, I've got a cluttered floor from when someone left. It took me all of 3 seconds. And if I wanted to, I could change the text on them to make them look like really detailed notes or anything like that, and not have notes that all look the exact same, which I think is the most important portion. Because that's one thing that always bothered me, was when in games you would see objects that all look the exact same. When you could do something that takes, what does this take me, 15 minutes, maybe? 30 total? Took me 30 minutes, and now I have a fully customizable thing that I can lay around wherever I need it. So, that's just my opinion on it. That, I like to see things that are variable, that you can modularly, if that's a word, adjust. Okay, so now we've got another interesting thing, because I realized that our player here does not actually have any hit points. So that's the race mod. And we need a class mod as well. Now all the class mod is going to do, some event, switch on enum, or switch on class. That's right. We have an enum called class. That we created quite a while ago. And all it has in it is the various classes that you can be inside of D&D. That's all. So now the switch on class is populated with this. And let's see. I suppose this actually is kind of redundant. I'm going to get rid of it. It doesn't help with what I'm doing right now. If I need it back, I can always make it again. And I made a handy dandy list of the hit die required for each part, or each individual, when they level up. Or when they, yeah. The thing. I need a level thing. Because the first level, you always get max hit dice. And okay, so the default for level is going to be 1, not 0. And we're going to run each of these through a branch. Is level equal to 1? If it is equal to 1, then we are going to run our set health. Wait, what did I use? Hit points. Haha. Set hit points equal to 12. Oops. So 12 plus our Constitution modifier. If false, then we are going to set hit points. Oops, I need to roll d12. We are going to roll 1d12, do the total plus con modifier. So now all we have to do is set this up for each one with their individual things. Because sorry, this is supposed to be barbarian, not bard. Bard gets a d8. And of course, this probably isn't the most efficient system in the world. It could probably be better. In fact, I just thought of a way I could make it better. Actually, Fresh Lemonade, the actual rolling function is a function library that I had set up a while ago. I don't remember how long ago, but it's actually in here. And what it does is it runs a for each loop and simply takes the number of dice minus one for the last index and gets a pretty much gets a value based on the number of dice you decided to roll, adds all of those together, and then outputs the finalized die roll to your return node. And shortcut for adding a comment is C. If you just press C, a comment will appear. Had to think about it for a minute. Okay, let's get back to this. So what I thought about was actually that I was doing this a bit backwards. Instead of checking the branch for a level all the time, you only really need to check this portion once, and then once you have reached that, you should be able to just basically roll the number of dice and be done with it. But up here, you want to have the max number of hit points when you first roll. Hit points. And plus, and I believe Bard is 8 plus con modifier. And I personally like to have multiple copies of the variable instead of having one variable that stretches out to multiple points if I can avoid it, simply because I think it looks nicer. There is no extra overhead for doing it either way. It's just a matter of your preference and the level of cleanliness. I personally think it looks cleaner doing it like this. So I can bunch a couple of these up. Making your skills or stats held into arrays, where each number in the array represents a different part of the skill. For example, the level, current, XP. Yes, I did consider that. Most of what I'm doing right now was I'm actually doing a lot of UMG testing as opposed to specific blueprint testing. However, you are correct that a lot of this can be done in arrays. I personally